Hi everyone and welcome to Be Dazzled. Today's video is a beginner's guide to giving your makeup that natural look. Now I know I've promised to get this video out to you earlier in the year, but my laptop crashed and I had to make it all again. So sorry for the delay, but finally it's here. I really hope you enjoy it. The most important step to remember is that you need to moisturize your skin. Over here I'm using this moisturiser called ASAP. I've been using it for about 5 months now and it's got SPF 50. Try and use something with SPF properties because that will just protect your skin a bit more. Once you've finished moisturizing, we'll move on to the primer. Now over here I'm using the Pore Fessional Pro Balm from Benefit, and this is an absolutely amazing product. I've tried a lot of different primers before, but this one just stood out completely. It makes your skin feel so soft, it just gives you such a nice smooth surface before you start putting all your makeup on it. Moving on to the foundation, over here I'm using the MAC Studio Fix in the shade NC35 and I'm using the Real Techniques buffing brush to put it on. Now there are a lot of different ways to apply your foundation, so play around with it and see what works for you, but I like to just dab it all over my face first and then blend it into my skin. Make sure you also blend your makeup down into your neck. The last thing you need is for your makeup to stop at the jawline because that will just make it very obvious where you have your makeup. Next we'll be putting on the concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Eraser Eye. So first I'm going to start off by covering my under eyes, but I'm also going to be using this concealer to highlight my face. Now I'm taking my beauty blender and I'm slightly dampening it with this little spray bottle filled with water. You can get these at the $2 shop or anywhere really. Just make sure you're only dampening the beauty blender slightly. You don't want it too wet. This will just help you evenly blend your concealer into the foundation. Just make sure you stay with a slight dabbing motion. Keep the highlighted areas separate to the darker areas where your foundation is. Now I've taken the Mercier translucent setting powder and I'm just going to apply this all over my face. So basically this is a loose form of powder. This will give a nice smooth base for your powder products like your blushes and bronzers to go on. If you don't have a translucent setting powder, you can use a normal face powder. Just try not to put too much of it in one spot on your face because you don't want the white from the powder to change the colors and the different tones you've already got over your skin. Now I'm going to be filling in my brows. So over here I've got the Instant Brow Pencil in the shade Medium from Benefit. I like to keep my eyebrows looking as natural as possible, so I don't tend to make the brows too dark and too defined. I just blend it in with the brush that's at the back of the pencil so it gives it more of a natural look. Now we're finally at the fun part. I've got my LA Girl blush collection in the Glow palette using the Real Techniques sculpting brush. If you're not sure where to start, then just suck your cheeks in a little bit and that will give you a good starting point. So take your bronzer and just in a light stroking motion bring it down along the hollows of your cheek. I'm not making it too dark and too bold, but if that is the look you're going for, then definitely go ahead and do that. Once you're done defining your cheeks, go ahead with the same bronzer and frame the face. So I'm starting with the forehead along my hairline and I'm just going to bring it around both sides down towards the jawline and under the jaw too. This is just going to give you a nice trimmed look to your face. Next I'll be taking the lighter pink shade and the Real Techniques contour brush to just blush up my cheeks and give it a bit more of a pinky sun-kissed look. Finally, I'm taking the white shade from our palette and using the Real Techniques fan brush to highlight the top of my cheeks, and this will just give your skin a nice glow and top off the look. Next we'll be moving on to our eyes. So over here I've got the Real Techniques accent brush and the Revlon colorstay eye gel. So I'll be using this to define our waterline and just completely make our eyes pop. I'm going for a bold eye look just because the rest of my foundation and my makeup is quite light and natural. Now I've taken the Maybelline Master Ink matte eyeliner to do the top. Now I'm not going for a big winged eyeliner look, I'm just going for something more natural. So I'm just going to make a thin line with the black across the top of the eyelids for both my eyes. Now as you can see here, I've smudged it a little bit. Now that does happen, it's not a big deal, you can fix it. So I've just gone in with my angled brush and I've taken a dab of my foundation, and I'm just using that to cover up the spots that are smudged and to just even out the line. I'm also going in with the highlighter shade from our LA Girl Glow palette, and I'm just going to cover it up completely and then go back with my matte eyeliner, cover up the rest of my line and finish it off. So as you can see, you can't tell that there was ever a mistake there, but if it does happen, it's nothing to worry about because you can fix it. For the mascara, I'm using the L'Oreal False Lash Sculpt, and now the shape of the bristles for this mascara make it really useful for all the smaller and finer hairs that we have on our eyelashes. Now I have very tiny eyelashes as it is, so I find that this helps give my eyelashes a lot of volume. Over here I've got the Kiko Smart Lip Pencil, and I'm just going to use that to line my lips. Now once I'm done with that, I'm taking my lipstick. This is the LA Girl Matte Flat Velvet Lipstick in the shade Hush. And finally, when we're done with all of that, let's let our hair loose and admire the final look. Now, this was a natural makeup tutorial, so I really hope you enjoyed it. And sorry that it's been so chatty, but I had so much information that I wanted to get out to you guys. So hopefully the next few videos will be less chatty. But let me know what you think of it, and I really hope you enjoyed it.